clearly frustrated.
We do not have time to waste on the unnecessary distractions created by this shutdown. So our message is clear. End the shutdown.
Last night, Hollywood Burbank Airport was without control tower staff for about 6 hours, and that led to 12 canceled and 56 delayed flights. Operations had to be handled remotely by a crew more than 130 miles away in San Diego. Air traffic controllers are tasked with keeping passenger planes safe during takeoff and landing. The Secretary of Transportation insisting U.S. passengers are safe.
Is our airspace unsafe? No. Right? If we think there's issues in the airspace, we will shut it down.
And some passengers say pilots also are trying to reassure their passengers.
The pilot came out, said, hey, we're all safe. I'll make sure to get us there safely. I want to get there safely. So rest assured, you'll all be fine.
Legal requirements do say that all of the furloughed workers have to get their back pay once the federal shutdown ends. But President Trump today hinting that might not be the case. He said, quote, we're going to take care of our people, but not everyone deserves to be taken care of. We're live tonight in Burbank. I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Mike and Cher, back to you.
Sandra, thank you. We are learning new details about the medical helicopter crash in Sacramento that left 3 people critically injured and the Good Samaritans who stepped in to help rescue the victims. That chopper carrying a nurse, a paramedic, and a pilot had just left the hospital after dropping off a patient when it experienced an in-air emergency and plunged to the ground on Highway 50 in East Sacramento. Authorities say a group of about 15 drivers helped rescue the paramedic, who was trapped underneath the wreckage, by managing to lift part of the aircraft. Many are wondering tonight why the helicopter didn't explode on impact.
This particular helicopter is equipped with a fairly new device, what's known as a crash-resistant fuel tank. There's additional structure inside and outside the fuel tank that helps keep it intact in the high forces endured in the case of an accident like this.
All 3 people on board were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Amazingly, no one on the highway was injured. The NTSB and the FAA are investigating the crash.
Significant street gang shakedown. Federal authorities rounded up 13 gang members or associates in a series of raids targeting one of the most violent street gangs in San Pedro. Officials say the gang has ties to the Mexican mafia. Annie Rose Ramos reports.
Everyone inside, early morning raids throughout San Pedro Tuesday. Authorities arresting 13 alleged members of a street gang.
One of the most violent street gangs has been put out, in large part, out of business.
There was a lot of FBI around my house, but my son wasn't home. He wasn't in my house. So I said, my son is not here.
Margarita says FBI broke through a window early this morning looking for her son, Jose Vicente Castro.
So they searched the house, and they say they find him behind the house.
Who was arrested and charged. He's named the complaint, referred to as Rojo.
Did you know anything about this gang affiliation?
They don't say nothing. They just say, we come search for your son. That's it.
These are the faces of those arrested. Officials say they're responsible for running both the Rancho San Pedro gang and the Mexican mafia.
These are in part the leadership of both MA, the Mexican mafia, and the RSP, the Rancho San Pedro gang.
RSP operates under the control of Mexican mafia, members incarcerated in California state prisons, and RSP pays the Mexican mafia taxes in return for their protection.
These men and women now facing multiple charges, including conspiracy to distribute drugs at the direction of the gang, also known as RICO charges.
Murder, extortion, drug trafficking, firearms trafficking.
Unlawful and illicit drugs like fentanyl and heroin and other drugs.
The Rancho San Pedro gang originated in the 1970s, claiming San Pedro as its territory. It is divided into 6 cliques, including 2 female ones.
The Rancho San Pedro enterprise is a multi-generational gang with a current estimated membership of approximately 500 individuals.
Police in the harbor area issuing a firm warning to those looking to fill the gap made by today's arrests.
As much preparation and resources as we put into this takedown, we have also put into ensuring that the gap does not get filled.
This investigation took years, with multiple agencies working together, including the LAPD, the FBI, and Homeland Security.
I think that the people of California want to and deserve to see their local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies and entities working together. That's what they're seeing on full display here today.
Annie Rose Ramos, KTLA 5 News.
Followed, ambushed, and robbed. A jewelry store owner says he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in inventory to a group of masked men in Woodland Hills. The victim says he left dinner when he noticed he had a flat tire. When he pulled over to check it out, that's when the thieves were waiting for him.
Mary Beth McDade is live in Woodland Hills with details on the brazen robbery and reaction from the victim. MB.
Yeah, Mike and Jared, this jeweler believes that this was a targeted robbery. He says that these armed robbers approached him with a pocket knife and then stole his red backpack, which contained hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewels.
I saw my flat tire and they robbed me.
Some terrifying moments for a jeweler who tells us he was robbed at knife point Monday night in Woodland Hills while driving home from dinner.
I was at the Mexican restaurant and I get the food and I drive less than 100 feet. I recognize I have a flat tire.
Ali Sedegat says he had just left Poquito Mas on Ventura Boulevard around 9 p.m. when he noticed the flat and pulled over. He tells us as they got out to check on his tire, a black van pulled up, and then armed men with dark masks got out and approached him.
Two guys, they came to me, one of them with the knife, with the ski mask and the all black. They put the knife on me and they grabbed my bag and they took all of my stuff and all of my jewelry. More than $200,000 value jewelry. They robbed me.
Ali owns a jewelry store in downtown LA on Hill Street. Police believe the thieves followed him when he left work on Monday to Woodland Hills, where he stopped for food. They think the thieves punctured Ali's tire during that stop in order to get him to pull over. Ali believes he was specifically targeted.
You don't believe it. I don't know what can I do. And the police came and I have a police report, everything.
Yeah, and police describe the suspects as being 3 Hispanic males who were driving an older model black minivan with its license plates covered. Of course, if you know anything about this incident, you are urged to contact police. For now, reporting live here in the Valley, Mary Beth McDade will send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Mary Beth. It is the nightmare before Halloween for a Corona resident. After a thief made off with a 13-foot Jack Skellington decoration. Security video shows a figure in a gray hoodie sneaking through an alley just after 5 a.m., carrying the giant skeleton like a trophy, its bony hands reaching upward. Police in Corona say thefts of this kind are rare, but seasonal animatronics are in high demand. Jack's owner is a super fan of the film and just wants Jack back.
He means a lot to us. Like, my granddaughter takes pictures with it every single year. My mother-in-law made a Christmas outfit for him because he's not only for Halloween, he's also for Christmas. So we're gonna really miss him a lot. I really hope whoever has it like comes forward or randomly drops him off here. Like, I really don't care at this point. I just want him back.
A police report has been filed, but Rodriguez says she's not expecting much will be done. So for now, Jack's gone, and the neighborhood is a little less spirited.
Yeah, that's too bad, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a family tradition. They take pictures every year. It's even the nightmare before Christmas for them.
The nightmare before Halloween.
Yeah, there it is.
That is such a bummer. Please don't do that. Outside, here's a look from our Long Beach cameras. You can see we do have a tiny hint of marine layer starting to make its way back on shore. We'll see more of that by tomorrow morning. In the meantime, though, keep in mind that that marine layer is going to make it beyond the coast into the basin and probably more than likely into our valleys as well. We're looking at partly cloudy skies. The temperatures are going to be mild, but pretty close to average for most of us. By the time we get to Thursday, we are going to be impacted by the remnants of what is currently Hurricane Priscilla. By the time it gets closer to us, it's going to be downgraded just to an area of low pressure. But do keep in mind that it is going to be enough to create some instability in Southern California, and primarily over the mountains and the deserts. We are going to not just see scattered showers, but there's also more than likely a possibility of thunderstorms, and some of that will actually migrate towards the coastal basin, not just Orange County, but also LA. That moisture is going to clear out just